Gold was down 43 bucks, but it's still selling at $3,379. It was up to 3,000, almost 500, $3,499. Yeah. It's going to have a reverse. There's no question about it. But with the uncertainty of the world, this thing's just going to keep moving. Stocks, dollar, nosedive as Trump flogs Fed. It's the beginning of the end. They're going to have the ceremony to bury it in the near future.
In today's market update, silver is holding strong just under the $33 mark during North American trading on Wednesday. The uptick comes as concerns about a full-blown trade war between the U.S. and China ease, following comments from President Trump suggesting a deal with Beijing could be on the table. Speaking from the Oval Office on Tuesday, Trump expressed optimism, stating that talks with China are progressing well. He noted that while tariffs won't be as extreme as 145%, they also won't be completely removed. Typically, when global tensions ease, safe haven demand tends to cool off, but silver is proving resilient thanks to its industrial utility. Unlike gold, silver's demand is driven not only by investor sentiment, but also by real-world usage. Its role in industries like electric vehicles, electronics, power infrastructure, and more is giving it solid support. Market participants believe an improvement in U.S.-China relations would benefit both economies, which in turn supports industrial demand for silver.
Let's see, the Dow was up over 1,000, the S&P 2.51, no, really 2.71, the NASDAQ, they were down yesterday, so here's why they went up. The major averages spiked on Tuesday with the news that Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told a group of investors, a group of rich guys, hey, come on, we're in the club over here, investors, all right, I'm from BlackRock, I'm a Fink, you got it? I'm a Jamie Dimon, I'm an investor, come on, investors. Get this in your head, everybody. You're just a piece of nobody. Told investors that there will, quote, be a de-escalation in the trade war with China. Yep, as we used to say, bullshit has its own sound. No one thinks the current status quo is sustainable, he said. You ready? With a meet hosted by J.P. Morgan Chase. Hey, I'm Jamie Dimon. You know who I am, man? Yeah? Yeah, we've been convicted of 5 felonies. And we don't go to jail. Fuck you. You go to jail. Hey, you hate genocide? But lock them up. Get them out of here. Hey, yeah, I'm Jamie Dimon. 5 felonies. Oh, we rigged the precious metals market. That's all right. That's all right. Anyway, what do you got? And then they go, Tuesday's gains erased the sharp losses suffered in previous session. And Dow was down 970 points. So it's flattened out. Investors grew increasingly uncertain, blah, 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 when Trump posted on Truth Social that the economy would slow if Federal Reserve did not cut interest rates. In the latest of multiple recent posts calling out Chair Jerome Powell by name, he called the Fed chief Mr. Too Late and a major loser. Go back to your Trends Journal. We said that Trump was going to push to lower interest rates. Oh, by the way, the last time when the Fed did not lower interest rates, Trump said that was a good move. That's right. Just bullshit comes on any side of his mouth he wants. But now you got to lower interest rates because the economy's going down and the equity markets are going down. We've been saying he was going to do this because you got to go back to 2018 when December was the worst December since the Great Depression. He pushed Powell to lower interest rates. He did in January 2019, and whoosh, the markets took off. Oh, and then you had the repo crisis. Won't talk about that. What else? Bitcoin. That retakes that 90,000 mark. And you know us, we've been saying it. Gold has taken a lot of the shine out of Bitcoin, but it's still a big one. And, the facts are all here. The Bitcoin club is pretty tight in with the Trump gang. Yeah. This is an article in the Toilet Paper Record. Trump raised, you ready? $239 million for inauguration, a record. Isn't that nice? About 140 people or companies gave at least $1 million. All we are plantation workers of Slavelandia. Corporations and a billionaire club. You got it? The merger of state and corporate powers. What's this guy's name? Mussolini? Yeah, fascism. That's what he calls it by definition. Oh, if you hate Mussolini, then you must hate Italians and you're an Italian. That's the kind of shit that they would throw out if I was Jewish and condemning Jewish people. Not Jewish people, the murderers in Israel that they're making Jewish people suffer for. And then it goes on to say, the three largest contributions came from poultry producer Pilgrims, which donated $5 million, and a crypto company, Ripple Inc., and others. You got it? So we're bullish on Bitcoin, have been for a long time, and it's going to help boost it along. And again, there's going to be the day of central bank digital currencies. The whole world is going to be going digital. AI is just part of the beginning of that.
Adding to the price action, the US dollar showed some weakness mid-session. The dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, dropped back toward the 99 level after an earlier move higher. This pullback in the dollar has given silver prices an extra boost. Although Trump has recently toned down the drama around potentially firing Fed Chair Jerome Powell, he remains clearly dissatisfied with current interest rate policy, which he sees as too tight. That tension has added another layer of complexity to market dynamics. Now we're going to dive into the best moments from the latest interview. But before we do, make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and check out our updated numismatics handbooks.
So gold was down $43, but it's still selling at $3,379. It was up to $3,000, almost $500, $3,499. Yeah. It's going to have a reverse. There's no question about it. But with the uncertainty of the world, this thing's just going to keep moving. Stocks, dollar nosedive as Trump flogs Fed. That was the news from the Wall Street Journal yesterday. Today's news about yesterday. And they go on to say that the Dow Industrial Average dropped nearly 972 points on Monday and is on pace for the worst April since 1932. The Great Depression. Again, the December 2018 was the worst since 1931. Yep. So this is serious what's going on. So they're going to try to do everything they can to keep pumping it up. Magnificent Seven don't look so magnificent. Dow nears the worst April since 1932. Chinese company announces significant advances in EV batteries. The Chinese, we've been writing about this in your Trends Journal, are taking over the EV market. Where Tesla shares are down 41%. This is big. They're going to be, as we said, they're going to be very advanced technologically. Again, you put the facts together. When little Slick Willie Clinton, I didn't have sex with that woman, Monica Lewinsky. She only sucked my dick. Yeah, that guy brought China into the World Trade Organization. 10% of 18 years olds went to college. Now, when all the manufacturing, not all of it, but a load of manufacturing from America and Europe flooded into China and gave them everything they never had, now nearly 70% are going to college. So you have a very, very educated society. They've been around a long time, these cats. and they're going to school. And here it's going down. It's very important. Again, we're writing about EV every week. Again, the facts are all there. We're giving you what no magazine in the world is giving you. And the more subscribers we have, the more we can do to help you and the world, because we're fighting for freedom. I'm a warrior for the Prince of Peace. Oh, it's Easter time. We're not a peep about peace. More bad news for luxury stocks. No kidding. We've been writing about this for how long in the Trends Journal? Remember, the fish rots from the head down. When you're seeing luxury going down, it's going down. As AI changes the economy, companies need to keep pace. Markets hand brands over to AI. Marketers hand brands over to AI. Johnson & Johnson moves to focus its AI strategy. All right, we have a whole section in your Trends Journal, 2 sections on AI. Joe Duran and Ben Davis. And we're giving you technocracy too. That's a big one. You ready? Here we go. This is from CNBC yesterday. The magic number to retire comfortably fell to 1.26 million in America. Can you imagine you need 1.26 million to retire comfortably? Remember there were millionaires? How about inflation? You got it? Goes back to gold. The dollar is dead. It's the beginning of the end. They're going to have the ceremony to bury it in the near future. Inflation is skyrocketing. How many people could have $1.26 million? How many people have that kind of money? I got a job at Walmart, so I'm making that kind of dough. No, I work at Target. No, Lowe's. Home Depot. Yeah. This is really serious. But anyway.
On another note, what do you make of Gerald Celente's sudden shift in tone? After leaning bearish just a couple of weeks ago, he's now flipped bullish, calling for higher gold prices based on the latest economic signals. Do you think his $3,000 target is realistic in the short term? Or is the market still facing too many obstacles? And what about the central banks? Will they continue snapping up gold at this pace? Drop your thoughts and price predictions in the comments below. I'm keeping an eye on what everyone's saying. The next few weeks could be very telling. Check out the video I've linked next. It ties in perfectly, and I'll catch you over there.